You're listening to the Gettin' Salty Experience podcast.
Hello! Homer! We got Homer in the house tonight. Anyway, Ray had to run to the
I'm back. I'm here.
Everything good? You all right?
What the fuck is that?
Welcome back. Yeah, we need 4 guys tonight. Welcome back to the Gettin' Salty Experience podcast. It's the only one that brings the kitchen table, all the fire stuff, all angles of the fire service. We have a bunch of ladies on tonight, hardcore, doing it for a good cause. Not only are they beautiful, but they're in there doing it, bro. I was up there doing it, Steven.
Steven, you don't know.
There you go.
You go.
We go.
We go.
Greatest movie of all time, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. But they're hardcore. Wait till you see some of the pictures, man. And listen, you heathens in the chat, I want the utmost respect for these ladies tonight. Anything somebody gets out of line, you're getting thrown out. We're throwing you right. Gando's going to throw you right out.
No messing around.
No messing around tonight because these girls are the real deal. But how are you, Ray? We had to get Ray on tonight. You know who's missing tonight? This guy. Yep, he went hunting. I miss him.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
it might be warranted there, Coons.
What? No, some sour?
A little, maybe. What are you thinking?
Yeah, play it because I'm missing my partner.
I think so. Here we go.
Yeah, let's play it.
If you follow the smoke from a Sicily to Tulsa 103, where the fire is a king, when you see him, you must sing. When you buzz through the door of some 80-year-old broad, that's Refrano. When you pee on Coop's hood and you're just misunderstood, that's Refrano. When you skip on BI and the chief asks you why, that's Refrano. When you yell at the chief and get lifted so brief, that's Refrano. When you're berated by Karen in a hall that's so barren, that's Refrano. When you take your big bow and shoot innocent doe, that's Refrano. And remember, also no subseller.
That doesn't get old.
I was going to say the same thing, man. That shit
makes me laugh every time.
Does not get old, without a doubt.
Okay, I'm good. I miss my little buddy. I miss my little pal. But he'll be back on Thursday. He's so good, we had to get 2 guys. Yep.
Yeah.
And listen, this is what I want you guys to do in the chat. Open up your wallets and buy somebody. I happen to have a couple of calendars here. This lady may or may not be on the show tonight. She's rocking the abs. So go into your wallet and purchase some of these, you cheap bastards. It's for
Notice he said a couple, not just one.
I put that right in my spank bank. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You start
Girls,
early, huh?
ladies,
All right.
behave
We have to
yourself.
throw you out. Did we say we have to throw people out? You might be the first guy getting tossed, bro. Jesus Christ. All right, listen. He's frozen. While he's frozen, can we do our sponsors really quick? Bro?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's listen to Armor Tough.
Armor Tough interlocking floor tiles are the best choice to replace new or aging, stained, or cracked concrete or epoxy floors. Here's why. Armor Tough tiles come with a lifetime warranty and are usually installed in 1 or 2 days, depending on the size of your station, with virtually no disruption in daily operation. Armor Tough interlocking tiles are guaranteed from chipping, cracking, peeling, breaking, or staining. Once installed, the tiles are non-skid and non-slip and meet the ADA standards for the friction coefficient. The tiles are stain resistant and impervious to any chemicals or volatiles that are used in the fire service. Once installed, your floor will be easy to clean with just soap and water. Install an Armor Tough tile floor in your apparatus bays, offices, training rooms, workshops, exercise rooms, kitchens, banquet halls, or any other room in your station. Call Vince today for a no-obligation quote at 908-917-7697. Why install a breakable epoxy floor that will need replacing in 5 to 10 years when you could have a floor that will last a lifetime? Drop a halogen on an Armor Tough floor and you won't see any damage. Don't try this with concrete or epoxy. Join the hundreds of career and volunteer fire departments nationwide who have chosen an Armor Tough interlocking tile floor. Armor Tough interlocking tiles are half the price of epoxy and will last a lifetime without issue. Again, call Vince today for a no-obligation quote at 908-917-7697.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. And just a little quick review, a little selling point. Williams County just used them.
Got this from, Vince does a great job, man.
Does a great job.
Excellent floors.
Excellent stuff. That's right there.
All right, let's get the next one quick out of the way so we have the rest of the time with the ladies.
Yes, sure. No, here we go.
The Fire Store, equipping protectors with passion. Every decision we make as a company is about you, our customer. We wouldn't be where we are today without you, and we don't take that lightly. The Fire Store started by simply seeing and fulfilling a need in the fire service. It's how we operated then, and it's how we operate today. No matter how much we grow, we will always staff active or retired firefighters, police officers, EMTs, and paramedics. With over 1,000 years of combined public safety experience, we know our products and our customers, and will never compromise on quality because your safety matters. We understand that having the right gear can mean the difference between life and death. Our goal is to get you the gear you need when you need it at prices you can afford. Visit us at thefirestore.com for everything but the truck, and shop our family of brands including Streamlight, MSA, Lion, Fleer, and more.
That's
wonderful.
It.
That's all we got. God, you want to bring him in, buddy? You
All
want
right.
let Mike. You do the sound effects. Mike will bring the lovely ladies.
All right.
Okay, introducing tonight, we have Kendall Taylor, Alexa Reed, and I can't see the full name. I forgot the full name, but we'll bring him in anyway. Here's the third person.
Angie.
My apologies. Dock me 5 points for that.
Oh, boy.
Angie Retzloff. My apologies.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I don't know if
hit on me.
I don't know if I told you, Kendall, but you can't see us, but we can see you in the back. I just didn't know if you knew that. As you guys, thank you. In advance.
I feel like we should be wearing something more revealing.
You're good. Where's me? Hold on a minute. My glasses are steamed up. Hold on a second. All right, before we get going, I'm like, are they lifting it? What are they doing back there? Whoa, hold on.
All right, wait.
Alexa's like, what was going on back there? You're right. She's the straight one, right?
Ma, the meatloaf!
All right, guys, let's get patriotic before we get
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I'll tell you how this started. Louis and I were in Ohio. Yes. And we ran into Kendall, and I wrote your husband's name down somewhere. Wait, Alan. We ran into them, and we started BSing, and she said she does this calendar. And I was like, I'm always up to see a calendar, bro. And before I know it, I had maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them sitting on my desk. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't a certain moment that involved?
Well, that came after. The next day, we met her, right? The next day, she comes in all bruised and battered. I'm like, what the hell happened to you? She's like, well, we let us know if this is how it happened. We just want to know which one was you. Let us know. Was it that one? Was it that one?
No. I don't know. Was it that
Oh,
one?
it's
Let's
a
see.
I
big
wish
one.
that I could brag about that.
No, what about this one? Was it this one?
Oh, that one. Oh,
That
wait.
was accurate.
This is it. This looks like a convention.
This
Holy
one could
crap!
Be it.
Oh shit! Faceplant.
No,
No,
this no, she wasn't wearing a skirt.
Oh no.
Could have been any one of those.
Could have been.
Well, let's
anyone
show
of
the
those.
real pictures because she did get banged up. You did fall off a scooter, right?
Yes.
I launched myself off the scooter over handlebars. Like this is like a week later.
bless you.
Keys were already crooked, by the way, so don't get like.
I was like, wow, you dislocated your fingers, or what happened there?
Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
the left and the right. That's
I
from
like
all those.
cut my pinky tip off. My chin was. I needed stitches, but that wasn't going to
Toughed it
happen.
out.
Well, and to add to the
Taking knuckles like a
excitement,
box.
yeah,
I
my
was
phone
just
was
gonna
in my back pocket. Yeah, my phone was in my back pocket. It fell out, and somebody stole my phone and charged like $3,000 on my credit card. So,
Come on, that's worse.
yeah, it was bad.
Little insult to injury.
She still has it. All right, so you guys are all from Oklahoma, correct?
Yes,
From the same city, from the same fire department. So,
Alexa and I are from the same fire department.
and where is young Angie?
Tahlequah.
Where?
Tahlequah.
Where is that?
It's about an hour away from Tulsa.
It's an hour east of
Yeah.
Tulsa.
That's
So
a
northeast Oklahoma.
fancy name.
Right. So you guys both, you started early. You have 6 years on the job, right, Kendall?
Alexa and I
6.5?
both have about 6.5 years. Yeah,
Oh, you both do, right?
You're in the same academy.
together.
She was ahead of you in the academy, or you were in the academy together?
We're in the academy together.
All 6'2" of her, right? And you were looking up there like that, one of those. And she was like, hey, "What's up, shorty?" Yeah,
Yep, pretty
It's
much.
your birthday.
Dude, Kevin, that's your life, right?
that is, dude. I was at the end. I wasn't the shortest guy. I had 2 guys, Johnny Walters and this guy Narducci was shorter than me. Other than that, I was the shortest guy in the class.
Yeah.
Alexa used to always say, "You need to skip the stairs in the tower." I'm like, "Girl, I can barely get one leg up the stairs. I cannot skip stairs."
How
Yeah.
tall are you?
I'm only
6'2".
5'4". She's
Oh.
6'2".
5'4".
You're
6'1".
5'4", 6'1", but your husband's 6'4", right? He's a bruiser.
6'5". Yeah.
Forget
Oh
about it.
shit! But who's counting? 6'5".
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so you guys are on a paid department, correct?
Yes.
And you're a driver now, and you work in the rescue. Tell
So
us a little bit
we're-
about the Oklahoma.
Yeah. So I'm just a firefighter. I do have my relief driver, so I drive the truck when our driver is gone. I'm assigned to Station 4, which is downtown Tulsa. It's the rescue station for Tulsa. It's a giant station, fully staffed. We're at 10 or 11. I'm assigned to the engine, but we've got an engine, a ladder, a rescue truck, a boat, a chief's car, an air and light truck, and then we haul it with a squad.
Wow, how many stations are there in Tulsa?
There are 31 right now.
That's pretty big.
Had a new one built.
How many firefighters on it?
Close to 700, fully staffed.
All right,
Wow, that's nice.
I don't know how many women. There are
that's probably
30.
bigger than yours, right, Guns?
Huh? Yeah, mine. I'm only 8 stations.
Where are you at?
I'm in South Florida, Coral Springs, outside of Fort
I
Lauderdale.
have an uncle that lives in Coral Springs.
Oh, very
So
nice. You guys
Uncle
didn't do.
Gonzo.
I'm sorry. What?
Uncle Gonzo.
Yeah.
What?
When you say rescue a squad, is that rescue like an ambulance, a squad? What's that?
So we don't transport at Tulsa, but we used to have squads. Yeah, we do not
Oh,
transport.
good for you.
We have outside agencies that transport. We're a BLS station, but we have old squad trucks that they used to use on the department that they no longer use. So it pulls our rescue boat.
Oh, and what does the rescue do? Is it like a technical rescue?
Yes. So we do anything from structure collapse, trench rescue, high angle ropes. We do swift water. We do just about everything down there.
And you're cross trained and all of that?
Yes.
What about you, Alexa?
I'm just at a station with a ladder and an engine. We have probably between 6 to 9 people. They're at the station. So we're not a rescue
cross trained in that too because she's on USAR. So
Okay,
Yeah.
so she is cross trained in that.
Mhm.
So when you come in, can you work on the rescue on a day if they're short?
No, we have callback or hire back depending on where you're at. But I've never worked over there before. So
What about you, Kendall? Do you work on the rescue if they're short?
So I'm assigned to the rescue. So I'm there.
Now I know Alexis.
So in Tulsa, it's kind of screwy because they don't require you. They don't require you to be a rescue tech to like travel over or fill in if you need to. They like to keep rescue techs there as much as possible, but it's not a requirement to be a rescue tech there, which is kind of crazy.
That is weird. How many people ride on the rescue?
So we cross staff. So our engine crew technically has 5. We typically only ride with 3. And then we have we cross staff our rescue boat. So we have the boat that the engine will go on if there's a rescue run for a water rescue. And then we have our ladder guys that cross staff the rescue truck.
Right.
So it's a Chinese fire drill anytime we get a rescue run because we're moving.
Wait a minute. Does she know my wife's Asian? Is that why she said Chinese? That's why she said Chinese, right? She knows my wife's Asian. Son of a gun. I knew that.
I have a guy on my truck, so.
Do me a favor. Could you tell Angie to stop talking so much? She's kind of talking over us, and she's really disrupting this.
I'm just
she's taking
listening.
She's taking it in. And
Taking it all in.
Where do you work, young lady?
In Tahlequah.
Oh, you said that, but what do you work on?
So I'm actually I'm volunteer.
Okay.
So we are a combination department, and we have 19 full-time people, and then 8 volunteer, I think. Yeah.
So you're looking to get on as paid?
Well, I do get paid. So I hate to call it volunteer. It's like part-time because I do get paid. We get paid for all that.
Is there full-time there though?
There is full-time. Yes.
Is that the end goal for you to become a full-time firefighter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And what else do you do besides work out? Because we saw the abs. Well, they didn't get to see. We saw them while you were in the back.
I coach CrossFit, and I'm also a massage therapist.
Oh, Gonzo, did she say massage? Gonzo's like, oh shit, I got a crick in my neck over here. I don't know.
Wait a minute, we gotta break out the money gun for that one.
So, but Kendall, didn't you own a CrossFit studio?
I did. So Angie and I, it's funny because we've known each other for probably 10 or 11 years through CrossFit. So I introduced them before I got hired on at Fire. So when she was kind of looking into the fire service, a bunch of her guys that are on Tahlequah Fire that I know reached out and were like, hey, we want to get Angie on the job. Reach out to her, and we already knew each other, so it kind of worked.
Huh. Yeah. And you're not close enough to go on Tulsa? Did you take the test for there, or?
I did not really. The Tahlequah department came to me, so it was kind of a really special thing. It wasn't something that I was
female, so
good for you. All right, tell us about that. How was that? Was there any pushback from the guys, or?
Well, no, because they were looking for a female. They were actively like, we want to get a female on.
Wait, the guys were, or the upper echelons wanted? Who wanted the
all of them? All of them.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, so it's been really interesting. I mean, it's been really easy for me. It's a small town. We have like 17,000 people in our town. So smaller town. I was already friends with a lot of them that were on down there, and they really reached out to me, and they were just like, man, you really should think about doing this. Like, it's right up your alley. So I thought about it for a while and was like, okay.
And now you bit by the bug. You love it?
Love it. I wish I would have known about it way sooner.
Yeah, like way back, like before you were like 20. Now you're like, she's like 22. So I wish I would have learned like 2 years.
I wish I would have learned, yeah.
Now, Miss Alexi here, can we say that you just had a baby? Oh, I think I just did.
Oh yeah.
So you have 2 now, but you have a newborn that you just showed us, right?
Yep.
So that's got to be tough. Are you back to work yet or no?
No, she is barely 3 weeks old, and my husband works nights, and we work 24 on. So I am currently looking for a night nanny.
Gons.
Is anybody interested?
I'm gonna fly out there.
They've been there, done that. Mike's like, wait a minute, I don't have a job. Oh, I do have a job.
I do have a job.
So you're looking for a nanny, but that's gonna be hard to leave the baby for 24 hours, right?
It is. It will be. But our city just issued, I think it was last year, where both the mom and dad will get 6 weeks paid leave. So that's what I'm on currently, is my 6 week
Her husband's a police officer, so he also gets the city paid leave.
A 6'5" ass kicking police officer, we might say.
High
I
tower.
wish he was here tonight.
That would be great. I'd ask him, did he ever give a Motorola shampoo by any chance?
A what?
A Motorola shampoo.
What is that?
When you take the Motorola radio and you bash it and you tell them, stop resisting, like that. No.
They call it radio poisoning too.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, folks, it's been a great podcast.
Oh, Mike's like, wait, I'm a cop guy. I can't say that stuff. They won't come on my show again.
Well, we were catching strays in the corner.
So does he gets this week? Can you stagger that? Like, can he take it after you, or you have to take it at the same time?
No, I wish we could stagger it. We wanted to. We originally planned, and then we found out that day baby's born, we both have to take it. So
Wah, wah, wah.
yeah,
So
we're enjoying our time off, and when baby's asleep, a lot of household
right.
we're getting done. We're doing the backyard, and
so you have another 3 weeks to go before you got to go back to work.
Yeah.
Ooh, that first night, the first tour is going to be tough, right?
Oh, it's going to be tough. I feel like I'm going to need to take some refreshers for sure. It's been a while.
Oh, we like refreshers.
Yeah.
Although, so listen, anybody out there who wants to be a nanny, other than you degenerates in the chat over there, if anybody else knows somebody nice in that area, reach out.
What?
What? All right, so let's get to the good part here. How do we come up with this calendar? Where did the calendar idea come from? And tell us about what you guys do with it and all the stuff that you were telling us before we show the pictures and the guys start going ridiculous in the chat.
So Alexa and I came out of the academy in 2017. There were only 23 or 24 females at that time.
How big a class?
We had 4 in our class.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and there's only the 2 of us left. So the other 2 are no longer with the department.
How many people currently in the class?
24.
Oh, 24 in a class and 4 women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a smaller class, but we got asked. So our guys have a calendar, and they've had a calendar for decades. And we got asked to be, hey, do the women want to be in a picture in the back of the guy's calendar?
Back of the
calendar? No, we don't. But since you mentioned
I know we'll sell more.
Your own. And it was funny because we were new on the job and still in that rookie phase, and we really jumped out into the limelight and created this nonprofit. And there weren't a whole lot of females, and we got a lot of backlash at first that we were not going to be successful. We would not sell calendars, and I was like, so you're telling me you're not going to buy?
Wait a minute. You're going to tell me that a bunch of guys wouldn't want to look at a calendar with good-looking female firefighters? Yeah, that's a bad recipe for
a seller.
Nope.
Yeah,
not interested. Not interested.
We knew that we had to choose a charity, and cancer is such a huge thing within the fire service, and everybody knows that. So we had a local fireman that had been diagnosed with cancer in 2012. They actually found a 32-pound tumor in his abdomen. It was removed, and he created Hydrants of Hope back. Yep, that's Mark Meyer. He is a total badass. He created this charity back in 2012 to raise money for families that battle pediatric cancer, because he saw the kids in the cancer wards when he was there getting treated, and the families looked exhausted, and he just wanted to do anything that he could to raise money. So we chose them as our charity, and Mark sadly passed away in 2019. So his wife, Selena, and his daughter, Kinsey, took over his charity, and we donate 100% of our merchandise proceeds to Hydrants of Hope, which sends everything to families battling pediatric cancer. So that was the only year that Mark was alive to accept the check. That was our very first calendar check that we donated. We raised $17,000 that first year of the calendar, and he passed away a month later.
Wow. How much work goes into putting out the calendar every year?
Oh, God.
That's supposed to be a lot.
Not enough alcohol in the world, Alexa and I. It is a lot. So getting, there's not a lot of females in the fire service. So getting females that are comfortable being in public, in the spotlight, we require their HR departments to be okay with them being in the calendar. So it's, pretty much as soon as we release the calendar, we're starting for the next year, getting sponsorships for every month, finding photographers. So we had Molly McElwain and Kevin Camp were our photographers this year. They did awesome. They donate their time, and just getting girls and sponsors are huge for us because that's what makes the calendar.
So right now you go anywhere in the nation, right? For fine girls or?
So we actually, all of our girls are within about an hour and a half of the Tulsa metro area, and Viking Fire Gear came to Tulsa to measure a bunch of us females for their female fit line. And I just reached out and randomly was like, hey, we need a cover sponsor. And I never thought in a million years they would sponsor us, and they did. So they flew us to Ohio for that event. That's one of the biggest events that we've ever done. So all of our money has been raised either with small events around the Tulsa area or online sales. So we've done it all small. So we're hoping we finally have reached that point after 6 years that we're going to get to FDIC this year with Vikings. So it'll be awesome.
Oh, I was going to say, I know a guy who has a booth at FDIC. You can come visit, bring a couple of girls. We make a big hullabaloo. We get you out there. But Viking already got you. So, okay, you know.
Well, you touched on something interesting there, and I wanted to ask you about it, Kendall, and that networking, right? It's important to get to the end goal. So, of course, across 6 years, you've done a lot of it. You want to continue to build, but everybody has a different strategy. You seem like a go-getter. You seem like somebody that has no problem cold calling. What was your exact strategy to networking in the early stages of the calendar?
You know, I think Alexa and I, you know, like I said earlier, like we're so opposite. So we are able to branch out both in the directions that we need. So just reaching out to local businesses and, you know, promoting, letting them know that we're, you know, donating money to families with pediatric cancer. There are a lot of local businesses that are very willing to do that. And we have a lot of firemen that own personal businesses that kind of started the sponsorships for us. So it's kind of just tumbled, and we've had a lot of the same sponsors for, you know, the whole 6 years that we've done it. And then we've got some new sponsors, and, you know, we just hope to continue to kind of build on the fire related sponsors, where in the past it's been just kind of random local businesses.
I could talk to a squeaky guy and maybe get, you know, maybe we get Getting Salty as a sponsor.
Oh,
You just tell him. You just say,
We have T-Rex arms. She's not going to. No way you drink it.
What do I got to say to him?
oh man, alligator arms. You know
No,
what
what
I'm
do I got to
saying?
say to him? You just had it, bro. What? I'll say, listen, Lou. Show me the money.
Cough it up.
Has it gotten
Mike, you
media
got a
attention
follow-up?
locally? Yeah, has it gotten media attention locally? Of course, you're on Getting Salty tonight, but have any news stations or newspapers picked it up?
Yes. So in the last 5 or 6 years, we've definitely done a lot of news interviews. I feel like Alexa and I are at the point to where it's been 5 or 6 years, and it's like I'm sure you understand, like, you know, you have the same handful of people that are willing to help, and you're constantly like overworking yourselves and reaching out to the media. And, you know, this year has really been kind of our big breakthrough as far as reaching bigger crowds other than just local. So this has definitely been a big year for us.
So
We
let's
got to
go,
work-
audience. Let's get
working
on.
on
Yeah, sorry,
6
Mark.
to 12 events a year, and it just, you know, it takes a lot of our time from our families, and it's just a lot of work. So the more exposure we get, the less we have to put work into
I like it. Get
University.
on that. Go
Yes,
order
that's our
those
cover this year.
calendars,
It's our
guys.
favorite
Get
cover.
it.
For sure.
Molly
Get it.
McElwain took that.
Don't cramp up. Take a couple of dollars out of your pocket. Christmas is coming.
And if you buy a 2024, you get a free 2023. So it may be
What?
the year.
Oh,
But
such a deal.
I'm December,
Oh,
so
where is it?
we'll have to look forward to me at the end of the year.
Rob P. Jump all over that, Rob.
What do you got, gods?
I was going to find a different sound effect, but it'll come up later.
You're off on your game today, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know
a
what's
little
going
off.
on.
You know, that's just it's a little hard to focus.
All right, so I got to ask you this question because I can relate to this a little bit.
I know.
So when your husband, you said you met your husband, he's in the same firehouse as you?
No, so he is actually in a different district. We work the same shift. He's a little north of me, so we're both downtown. He's on the west side of downtown. I'm on the south side of downtown. We actually met. I coached at a first responder gym in Tulsa, so that catered to first responders. And I knew him just from working different scenes with him, but we had never really talked. And he was married for 20 years before, so
That
it
happens.
it was never anything I was interested in. And then he started coming to the gym, and I was a coach there, and we started working out together, and we started playing chess at bars, which sounds really, really. So Selena Meyer just commented. She's our Hydrants of Hope charity lady, so she's our favorite.
Hi, Selena.
I see.
So what? How do you put the moves on you? How do you
I
make that
actually
happen?
used on him, and he will
What?
tell you
It
that.
was it at this job right here where you guys open a book? Hey, how you
Well,
doing?
that was
Hey.
a couple months later, so
Hey,
I
Don.
wasn't looking.
Alan, let me show you how to do this. Hold on to my coat. You know,
So
don't
he
scream.
has got 18 years on the job this month, and his dad retired from Tulsa Fire, so he definitely has way more experience than I do.
Well, who works in the busiest company, you or him?
Do what?
Who works in the busiest firehouse, you or him?
He is definitely it. We're close on numbers, but that's just because we run a lot of homeless calls. But he is definitely way more fire busy. Yeah.
Population wise, how much are we dealing with in Tulsa? How many people you got in the city?
So we have 790,000 in Tulsa.
Okay,
We're just under. So we looked it up when we were in Columbus. I think Columbus is like 900,000, and I think Tulsa is just a little over 700,000.
How many square miles?
Oh gosh, I have no idea.
Oof, that's pretty. Wow.
So I'll relate my story to you now, okay? Yes. Because I asked your husband, I says, what is it like if guys are like ogling over the calendar and you're like, yeah, that's my wife, dude. Like, you know, like. So when I met my wife, she was selling meters. She sold gas meters for Honeywell.
Oh, nice.
I met her in the firehouse. Of course, I ran into her going on a run, almost knocked her over. But we started dating, and she says, do me a favor. I don't really want anybody to know we're dating because I don't want to think I'm getting any special preference, you know, because this is a man's kind of industry, and I don't need to think anybody is, you know, giving me special favors. So for months, every time she would come to the firehouse, I'd have to hear every jackass telling me how they wanted to bang the girl I was saying, oh, the meter girl's coming, bro. I'm gonna get her in the back. I'm gonna do this, that, this, and I'm like, I can't take it anymore. Guys, pull up the picture. I say, this is my girl.
Oh, sorry. I was getting excited for the moment there. I'm sorry. Here we go. Boom.
So there you go. As you can see, I am the president and founder of the I Married Up Club. I'm not afraid to admit it. I say this to every guy that comes on the show. I definitely married up because when she was in high school, I was doing building inspections in her high school when she was like 15 years old. So
she's hot.
I think so.
That's because she's Asian. She's part Asian.
Never age. Ever.
Yeah, she is part Asian. But this is made me laugh because I was talking to your husband for a little. Not a very talkative guy, but I was trying to share some experiences with him. Like if he's got to go through that, listen to guys talk about you all the time. Like I had to until one blabbermouth let it out, and then I didn't have to say anything.
I'm sure at one point it was like, "You dick."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. All right, let's show some of the pictures, guys.
All right,
these guys want to see it.
Yes, let's show us some of them. We'll start with Ariel.
Yes, Ariel's awesome. She's at a volunteer fire department close to us. She's been in the calendar for 3 or 4 years now.
She's like our Marilyn Monroe. You should get next year's calendar and see her photo. It's amazing.
What year? 24? Hold on a minute.
Yeah. So this is 23 calendar.
He's already.
Oh, I happen to have the 24 here.
There you go. Let's see your version over here, Coops. I'll give you the solo.
He's March.
This March?
Can you get it?
Stand by.
Come on.
Oh, yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you got to share that, kid.
There you go. Oh, you're too close. Back it up. There you go. Nice.
Yes. You know, if I wasn't a married man, she could park her slippers under my bed anytime. Just saying, bro. Go ahead.
All right, we got another one. Stephanie, somebody new.
Yes, Stephanie's new. Also, she's also from a rural volunteer department. She's actually a captain for her department. She's been on about 13 years.
Captain, huh?
Yep.
Oh my.
Her husband's on also.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I think that's interesting. A husband and wife both on the job.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes it fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, we have somebody
Come on,
else.
let's see Kendall and Alexa.
Oh, yeah,
and Angie with the abs.
I was gonna go to the hungry donut picture.
Oh,
listen, okay, a girl's got to eat, and when you're 40 and trying to prep for a calendar, you starve yourself. So by the time the calendar rolls around, your 19-year-old daughter knows to buy you a bag of white powder donuts.
Nice.
We call it bulk eating. You know,
you can eat those donuts during pictures.
Yeah, you can eat those donuts during the pictures.
That's a good one. All right, we have your new associate here.
That is me and the other female that's in Tahlequah. So there's 2 of us now. So that's me and Sarah.
Oh, I work with Sarah. Nice, small world.
Sarah.
Oh,
what happened to? Oh, Kendall disappeared.
She had to
go get a donut, you know.
She needed a powdered donut.
All right, now it's up to you. She left you in the limelight for a reason, so you would chat a little bit.
So until she gets back, on a side note, Tahlequah, you mentioned 17,000 people. What are some of the more interesting calls you've had to this point?
Interesting calls?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We get to, so the way that we work is you have your guys on shift and they run the trucks. So when there's a call, so volunteer, I carry my gear with me. And I just make whatever that I can. So we have a percentage that we're supposed to make.
So you do the other time you do CrossFit.
Fire department, you have to.
Yeah, but she's getting paid for it.
Runs.
I'm sorry,
you pay your dues.
Well, she's getting partially paid for it. Right? Part time.
Is Ray alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
I know.
He's off in his own little world over there.
Angie, they said, are you getting partially paid for it?
You get paid per call, right?
No, we get paid the same amount every month, no matter what.
Okay. Oh, it's monthly. All right.
Yeah.
It's not bad, Mike. Why don't you do that, bro?
And then we're on an incentive scale. So the more certifications that we have, like EMR, we have to have EMR. But if we take EMT, then we actually bump up on the scale. So we make more money per certifications that we have, incentives.
Yeah.
All right.
It's certain parts of the country where it's a little bit harder. I don't know how it is out there, but I know I'm in Connecticut for context. You have to take firefighter 1, firefighter 2, have the EMT certification. I think the EMR 2 as well, because that's where you start. And then it's a 4-month academy. So it's a lot harder a road than it was back then to get onto the job. So I commend you because it's not easy. I'm working for a fire department as an administrative assistant, civilian side, but I'm still wrestling with the idea of if I want to come on the job or not. So hats off to you for actually doing it.
What's to wrestle with? The best job in the world.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Oh, ladies. Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
At Tulsa, you're required to have your EMT. And then once you get hired on, it's a 6-month academy. And it's firefighter 1, fire 2, hazmat ops, ropes, the whole shebang. So we
EVOC.
Yeah, EVOC is originally, but okay, I have another one for you.
Yeah, so this is actually this year during our group calendar photo shoot.
There she is, Angie with the abs. See him? Razor sharp, bro. Razor sharp.
Cut glass. Wow. Oh, raising the
Alexa all the way in the back?
Sorry.
All the way in the back, girl.
Because I'm probably 5 months pregnant there.
Oh.
Bingo.
Why'd you have to go there? You didn't have to go there, kid.
All right. She had an answer.
Yeah. All right. I got another good one for you.
So I'll answer Chris Burke's question. I think he's actually referring to Angie in the chat. He wanted to know if you do a weekly roster for your department for the hours that you're available to be able to respond to jobs.
No, we're basically just on call all the time. So whatever we can make, we make it to.
You go on some pretty cool calls too.
Well, we get to do everything. And when I say, so we have our full-time people run the trucks. I mean, as the city grows, we have more people on full-time. So it's changed because, it's from a small town. It was a lot of volunteers. And as the city has grown, more full-time people have gotten on. So therefore, there's more people at the station. But originally, your full-time people, they run the trucks and they're the drivers. So they get the truck there and they're getting everything going. We as volunteers, we show up, we have our gear, we throw it on, and then we go in. So we're the ones that get to go in. So we get to do everything from, we have a lot of water rescue calls with the river being there.
They live right by the lake too.
Yeah, there's also Taylor Lake. We also do mutual aid for all of the surrounding areas, but I've probably been in 15 plus structure fires. And then we have, accidents all the time, but we do all of them. So
lots of brush fires.
Yeah, lots of field. Build fires.
Those will burn.
Yeah, you can have those brush fires. Do you guys? Did I miss it? Did you say you respond to calls in your personal vehicle, or is it you go to the firehouse?
Yeah, I drive my personal vehicle to the fire, and so I carry my gear with me.
You got a little blue light?
Yeah, it's got blue light, red light, and you put on the vehicle to get out of my way. Coming?
No, that's actually, I think that's illegal.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Long Island.
We have them here.
They have blue lights in Long Island as a big volunteer.
I don't know. I think I was told that.
Yeah,
I don't have them.
Okay. Drive it like you just stole it.
Stole it. Exactly. Get in my way. I've got somewhere to go.
She got the knob on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
The suicide knob.
She got the suicide knob. So you were a cop first, right, Kendall?
Yeah, so I had 5 years of law enforcement before fire.
Oh, look, you just made Mike happy. Oh,
Mike is definitely buying a couple calendars now.
I left both my bachelor's and master's is in criminal justice, so that was pretty much what I thought I wanted to do, and I did that for 5 years and stayed home with my son and opened up my CrossFit gym and randomly worked at a ropes challenge course, and a bunch of the instructors were firemen at Tulsa, and they were like, hey, you'd be really good at this. And I mean, I was 32 when I went through the academy. It had never been, even being in law enforcement, like fire had never been something that was brought to my attention. It was never anything that anybody ever told me that I could do. So I mean, I was like, all right.
You got a taste for it.
Yeah, but that's
I love the challenge, and I grew up an athlete, so I prefer being in a male-dominated field over women because I'm not like the huggy, let's do brunch kind of girl. That's not like my style. So I much prefer the guy.
That's true.
So when you see your husband in the morning, you do one of these. So.
Yeah.
At work.
Yeah. Oh, you again?
That's why her knuckles are like this.
Yeah. Alan, I told you, get in there. I want eggs and bacon. Don't make me say it again.
Not sausage.
That's pretty accurate.
Yes, dear. I said some more. Let me see some more.
Okay. Sorry, I had one lined up and I had to go find that one. All right, here we go. This is what we got.
Let's see Alexa. There's Alexa.
That's so young.
There you go.
Golly.
She got that shit-eating grin on her face, like, yeah, I'm taking a photo. Like,
I'm pretty sure she's got black all on the outside of her nose too.
Yeah,
that was.
She made it look like she grabbed some soot. It was putting that shit.
What was that? Was that a jab?
It was J.O. Bizzle.
J.O. Bizzle. Yeah, that was a building fire. She had traveled over to my station, and we got this building fire together, so it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, there's not very many females at Tulsa. There's only 32 of us out of 700. So we don't, I mean, really, honestly, I'm the only female in my district. Well, I guess I have one more now, but she's actually on maternity leave also.
That's probably a lot, not much more than FDNY.
I was just going to say FDNY is comparable to probably those numbers.
How many total firefighters do you have?
10,000.
10,500, yeah.
10,000. Wow. And then how many females?
How many females?
I think the last female, I think it was in the 60s last I heard after the 9/11 push.
Hey, your numbers are way less than ours then.
Yeah.
So we're at about 4% of the department, I guess, now. But
that's good.
Yeah. So it's about the nation average, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Louis say it all the time. I don't really give a shit what you are, what color you are, what sex you are. As long as you can do the job, I don't give two shits.
Well, that's our big argument too. Is we also don't want them to hire females for the number. Like, don't hire shitty females because it reflects really bad on the rest of us. So,
well, New York City is the tendency in New York City now is to just go for the demographics. They dumb down the test. They
do you use the CPAT?
Ray, it's time for your sponge bath.
I'm going. I'm gonna leave it.
Wow, we got him to leave.
Well, her question was, do you do CPAT New York, Coops? You can answer that.
I don't know. Do we? About 10 years.
It's I think it's something other departments call it CPAT, but it's New York City's version, and everybody around the area, to my understanding, he copied what New York City does, and they call it the CPAT. So it's basically those same elements that they do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Tulsa did their own for forever, and then just in the last 2 years, we've added the CPAT. So the 75-pound weight vest on the step mill, and that has knocked a lot of not just women out, but it's knocked a lot of the guys out too.
I was going to say we got dudes that can't do this job.
There's plenty of guys that can't do it. I've caught many guys hiding on the job, bro. So.
And that might knock me out. 75 pounds.
We should do it live.
Mike can just keep
let's put Mike through the CPAT. We were going to do that to Pete. Remember, we were going to bring our old producer down to the.
I'll do it.
What? You'll do it?
I'll do it. Sure. Why
He'll
not?
do it. He'll do it. We'll get that shit.
Hold the ball bag for him.
See, those of us that were hired before they added the CPAT, we actually are grandfathered in, so we just do Tulsa's version of the CPAT, so we don't have to do the full-blown CPAT to get like everybody.
You're on the CrossFit gym. I think you can handle CPAT. You know what I'm saying?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sure. Did you ever do it just to try it?
So Angie's do what?
Did you ever do it at CPAT just to try it?
No, so I haven't yet. I keep telling the guys it's like limited on who they let actually do. So the way they have it set up at our training center, and they have people that sign up the pre-hires for slots. So it's like sketchy if we can even get in to try it if we're already on the job. Because once they complete the CPAT, they don't have to do it again if they get hired. They do the yearly is just Tulsa's.
You got any chubby pails of shit on the job, like guys that are overweight?
Yes.
Dude, you gotta say to those guys, like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
I drive.
Yeah, well, and that's what's crazy about, because there's so few of us, it seems like we're kind of in the spotlight. Like Alexa's out on maternity leave. We have 2 other girls on light duty that are pregnant. And if we have a couple females that are injured, it's like, oh, all the women are always on light duty. I'm like, there are 3 times as many men on light duty as the women. It's just because there's so few of us.
Yeah. One guy's out with hurt feelings. The other guy's out with because it's Christmas time, right? What is that, Ray? What's the Christmas one?
Hunting season.
I forget what Louis was telling me one day. I forget what they called the Christmas when they tap out for fucking Christmas. So, dude, that pisses me off when I used to see big fat guys out of shape. I'm like, dude, I know you can't do the job. At least look like you can do the fucking job,
Right.
Yeah.
It is a little concerning these days for some people.
Well, it actually plays into something I wanted to ask because, as you get older, it's harder to maintain that level because the body just gets beat up. It's a physically demanding job. And you did law enforcement. That's physically demanding in certain aspects too. So for you now, as you're
to kill you.
As for you now, as you get older, how do you go about, especially as the wear and tear rolls on, making sure you maintain that fitness level? Because it's not the same as when you're in your 20s or early 30s.
No.
You get after it, bro. That's how you do it.
Well, and I just came back in June. So we did a May Day training back in July of 2022. And I tore like all the ligaments in my left hand. So I had complete ligament reconstruction surgery at the end of December and finally got back on a truck in June. But it's like everything just snowballs. Oh, okay. I tore all the ligaments in my left hand. So now my forearm's going to hurt because I'm overcompensating. And I've had 2 hip surgeries on the job. All right. Like it has been no injuries in my lifetime in 40 years, like nothing until I got hired on here. So it's a super tough job.
All those injuries from the, I'm sorry.
I can attest to this, that if you do your job correctly, it may not kill you over 20 years, but it will beat your body up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's your job to do
retired, I've had 5 surgeries that are related to work. Since I'm retired.
And it's just a snowball, I feel
that include the lobotomy.
Frontal lobotomy, a bottle in front of me.
Just on the check. Yeah, it'll beat you up. There's no doubt about it. My brother retired with 45 years, and he had to have an ankle replacement and a knee replacement. So if you're doing your job correctly, it'll beat you up.
Yeah, especially when you ride scooters too. If you ride them correctly,
you'll get banged up. She re-injured herself on the scooter.
That was a hip injury right there. So I need surgery.
I took it to the face to save my hands. But I feel like
that's a badass right there, bro. She took one to the face to save her hand so she wouldn't go out again.
Yeah, that's for real. Like
when she came in, she was missing a tooth. She was one tooth short.
Thank God I was not. I feel like that's why it's so important too. Like, fitness and nutrition. And, I'm sure everybody knows, we're downtown. So we have people bring us freaking desserts and cookies and cupcakes and snacks and food all the time. So it's hard to stay away from that. But I know, at 40, I can't eat all the shit that I used to eat.
Yeah, it's difficult, man. I got a sweet tooth like nobody's business, man.
My family's full-blood Italian, so food is like my entire life is.
Gonzo knows.
Where is it? I was looking for something. Damn it! Oh, it wasn't cute.
You are off your game.
Well, it's the same thing. Listen, I'm Dominican, Hispanic, same thing. So we stuff our faces until the end of time. But actually, I wanted to ask this to Alexa. I don't know how it works, and I don't know how else to frame the question. Of course, as
she was not a cop. She was not a cop, Mike.
No, not that. As you get closer to the due date, of course, it changes, and you go out on maternity leave. But while you're working, as you get to 4 months, 5 months, 6 months pregnant, how does that affect how you're able to work, especially when you're literally carrying another form of human life inside of you?
That's a great question. We
Mike,
we don't really have a policy for that just yet. We're kind of on the back burner getting this stuff lined out, but it's up to the mom. It's whenever they feel like it's too much, or some of the girls, they'll go on air and light, so they'll respond to fires, but they don't go into them, they don't get near them. It's all about what you're exposed to. So for me, I just did my first trimester. I was sick most of the time, but I ended up doing the rest of that on light duty. So they kind of just, whatever you feel like you're able to do, and then up until baby comes, and then you're able to take leave. So there's not a set policy for it as of yet, but it's kind of just open and up to the mom.
So
some ladies on a lot longer actually than
I think on the FDNY, as soon as a woman becomes pregnant, she's on light duty.
Okay.
I actually think that should be the case. You're carrying another life.
I think so too. I mean, the chemical exposures alone, it's asthma, something like that.
Just the shit that's in the firehouse,
Yeah, the diesel in the firehouse.
Yeah. Good question, Mike. That's why we got you with your shirt and tie on there. Thank you. John, show a couple more pictures up there, brother.
Oh, here we go.
I think being a mom is super tough, and I'm not taking anything away from dads on the fire department. I feel like that's kind of one of the big challenges with being a female on the job is, and everybody knows it, like moms are looked at way differently than dads are. And I feel like that makes it super tough for us to get motivated to promote too, because, you've got kids and it's, our promotion process is super serious, and people pretty much shut their lives down for 6 to 8 months and study and read. And it's so hard for a mom to feel comfortable doing that, whereas it's not looked down upon as much if a man is to do that. So, it's definitely a huge challenge, I feel like. And there are some badass dads on the job, and, my husband is one, and, it's just different. It's just a different dynamic, I feel like.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah, we got to talk about the camp too. So show a few more pictures of the calendar, and then we'll get into the camp that Kendall runs.
I have this little thing that they're doing. These as part of their photo shoot.
Now notice where my feet are from the ground.
Yeah.
And when you show the picture of me carrying Alexa.
And here we go.
My knees are dragging on the floor.
Okay, we'll go back. And then we're going to go back this way. Okay.
A little bit of a height difference.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a tad.
No way.
Almost a foot.
How's the weather up there?
Like being right.
Well, it's
right.
Well, it's still 74 out right now, so it was about 82 earlier. So
Oh, it must be nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Yeah. I've got this one, just kind of continuing on as I'll let us
question.
tell the story behind this.
There's a group of biker guys that we do a lot of events for motorcyclists, and there's this group of guys that come out, and they're always just like, "Hey, pick me up. Let's take a photo." I'm like, okay, again.
Hey, you're the pickup girl.
Every year.
Why is there a Lego fireman in the?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, look at the Lego guy.
There might have been a finger thrown up in the background.
I see. May or may not be.
Someone bombed the photo.
Gotcha.
Nice.
You got to cover with the Lego.
Hoops, she can helicopter you like Hulk Hogan, man.
Oh, dude, she would suplex me like it was nobody's business.
Prime Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Alexa would get on. Let me tell you something, brother.
Not right now. It's gonna take a while.
Right,
Gotta
right.
get.
Come
By
on,
the
guys,
way-
show them up there. Let's go.
Wow, I don't want to interrupt this conversation. Here you go. It's about this
Whoa.
story.
Yeah, so several years ago during COVID, we were kind of just doing fun stuff, and our department did a TikTok where they had us in full bunker gear, and then it was like I don't have TikTok, so I don't really know how it works, but they did like a spin thing. We threw our like heels up or something, and we ended up being in like full dress gear, and it was just a fun little event.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thanks. Would you like
to tell what you go on in the chat right now?
What was that?
Drooling like dogs in the chat.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to go look at it.
Let them drool. Let them get money out of their pockets.
At our events.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Are you guys really firemen, or are you just models in the calendar? We're like, trust us, we are not models.
Let me show you how to do it, son.
Up there, doing it, Steven.
Like, do you guys work in the office?
Yeah, they let you on the truck. Yeah.
Oh, so you clean and you cook?
Yeah, you get to cook for the guys. We're like, yeah.
Yes. No, that's when you say no. You say, what do you say?
You dick.
That's what it was. You give them the old.
I've gotten more from females, like older females than I have men. Like I've gotten, oh, what do they let you do? And I literally drove the truck to like a show and tell or something, and I'm like, what do you mean? What do they let me do?
Everything.
You just let me, you old man.
Yeah.
Give that lady a slap.
I get it.
What do you mean? I drove the truck here. Come on, get that part right.
That's kind of why we chose to do the calendar. You know, people are not aware that women are on this job. So
and can do the job just as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
she would flip you around like a little rag doll, bro.
Oh, she give me the prime Kurt Angle, you know.
It was like an angle. Yeah. Like a pizza pie. Mike could be going away.
Oh yeah, well I'm 128 pounds, so she could probably.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to eat some little.
He's little.
He's trying to. He's such a little guy.
I weighed that in 3rd grade.
My metabolism, A, and B, I actually gained 11 pounds this year, so we're working.
Oh my God. My 10-year-old weighs 100 pounds.
Come to the station. We'll fatten up.
Tiny.
All right, sounds good. Maybe some steroids too while you're at it.
What was that, Gods?
Christ, he's tiny.
Christ, he's tiny.
All right, there's a go. They got another one. I got a few. I was going to get it too. If I go off track, we have some stair climb stuff, and we're getting a little bit away from some of the.
Just show all the pictures of these, and then we'll go into the camp.
Okay, copy that. So this is what we have. This one, very serious photo look. Okay,
and then we're gonna. She was up at every fire.
Yeah, and this is this look right here is like, what am I doing here? We got to pack all this hose.
Be looking at all the guys that are standing on the roof. I'm like, okay. I'll get up there.
I'm not digging your helmets though.
How many people can we fit? No.
Oh, how many more people can we fit in this room?
5 more.
5 more.
Yeah, I'm not digging the helmets down in Oklahoma.
Yeah, those Metros are. Then we go. We have this one.
That's Angie. We're allowed to wear those, but they don't. The department doesn't buy it for us. That's Angie.
That's me.
She's doing it.
That's me.
I was doing it, Steven.
Up there, here's some doing it right here. We got another one, little basket operation right here. Rope rescue.
Wow,
this is right in my wheelhouse right here.
Somebody was probably saying something completely inappropriate to her. That's why she's laughing. It's probably me.
It was the guys from Verdigris.
Yeah.
I see. Very, very nice.
Alexa and I have been deployed with USAR several times, and it has been a blast.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, I've been on the USO team down here for a while too. They could be fun.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to you Floridians because it means overtime pay.
Every year, right?
Yeah, every year.
Hurricane.
Orlando for Dorian. We went for Sally.
Man, I was just deployed for Adalia up in the sticks.
We were kind of hoping we'd get to go there, but there were enough FEMA teams.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. There wasn't really much going on.
It seems like every deployment.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
The biggest one was the
problem with technical rescue with tornadoes, right? You guys got a lot of flat stuff when tornadoes come through.
Yeah,
we haven't in a while.
Joplin and Moore are kind of the big areas for us, but I mean, we haven't since we've been on the job.
Not ever seen one?
Yeah.
I have never seen one tornado.
Alexa, you have?
I like to get out. I'm the typical Oklahoman. I like to get out and chase them if I can.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. They're pretty cool to watch.
Pretty scary, no?
No. No, I grew up with my dad. Like, let's get in the car and
let's go find him.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty
Get on
cool.
the porch and drink beer.
Yeah. Where's your lawn chair?
I think I seen you in that movie. Was it Twister?
Twister?
Right? Something like that, Twister.
Cows
We're in that
flying
movie.
by and shit. You're like,
whoa, yeah.
We have a cow.
We have a cow. All right, we have this one. This is
Yeah,
I think every department has done this.
Duckling down in the drain, and it's
Aw.
beneficial that I'm small because some of the guys on my truck are not. So I'm the one that gets to go down in the tiny sewer drains and
Confined space rescue.
yep, confined space for sure.
We've learned to take them far away so they don't wind up back in the same
in the drain because like the chickens on Moana that
There's a serious look there.
yeah, I'm sure I was probably thinking about food at that point.
I think this
When's
really
the last time I
struggling.
had a donut? I don't know.
Yeah, or I really go to the bathroom and there was nothing in sight.
You know, I think this was like, I need to make this helmet look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be it, bro.
I tried.
On the border metro.
I'm just kidding. She's like, God, you're gonna hit me up with that helmet after the show. You're mine.
Hey, listen, the department pays for it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's your first jab.
Yeah.
Fire. We were search and rescue on that one.
Did you find anybody?
We
You were up there
did.
doing it.
We actually had a fire later that we found like 4 prosthetic legs. And you want to talk about heart attack city? Like they told us like somebody might be in a wheelchair, might need to be rescued. There's a wheelchair ramp, and we find like 4 random legs.
I got one.
Oh my God, we found
I was just gonna say, we got one. You shouldn't believe everything you read in the paper.
So we set them up outside the door. So it's like all the news and whoever was there is like all these 4 fake legs
See
standing
that?
up.
You see that? It's a mannequin.
Yeah.
That's from right out of that movie. All right. We have the climb is going to come up next. Actually, you know what? Let me go with this one here. I passed by your book a little bit, but this little
the roof off.
It looks like
We had a car flip over and had to extricate them.
call that nice little clamshell right there.
You guys have, I know they're different names. I mean, it's the same function, but the name is different. You guys have Hearst tools down there? Or you guys call them something else? Because we don't have Hearst in where I'm at.
Are you talking about like Jaws of Life?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never heard of Hearst tools, but yeah, we call them Jaws of Life.
Hearst is a brand. Hearst TNT,
Hearst is a
Hamatro.
brand. Yeah.
Yeah, Hearst Hamatro. TNT are very popular. And actually, I can't
Over
forget
to battery powered?
Yes, well, the new battery powered stuff is what we carry now here. We have both hydraulics and battery powered stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got a picture with Tank.
I was just going to say, Tank
go
I guess
down there.
experience.
Honor guard. Yeah.
Man, that's a sick stash. Look at that thing.
Right?
This is for a funeral?
Nice.
His is nice.
He gets his uniform in the EMS section.
This
I'm
was
just.
Memorial.
Who was that?
Memorial.
Okay. All right. And wait. Oh, I missed these two. Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, bonfires.
Chicken dinner.
Who is that? Is that Angie?
That's Angie.
Yeah.
Angie, do you even know where that's from? When we keep playing that clip?
No.
That's from Backdraft. Steven, I was up there doing it.
So
I do not remember movie things at all. I do not. That's not my
You never watched Backdraft?
We
Is that what
went
you're
back
gonna
to
tell
the.
me?
Did we go? I think we need to go back to the beginning of the show where it was like we were talking about. I'm a movie person. That Backdraft was. We made that movie famous.
Oh yeah.
The
Yes.
firefighters made that thing. All right, I got another one. For
That's a
you.
good job there, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big 4-alarm fire that we got called back on about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We have a bunch of old buildings in downtown Tulsa, and I don't know how it passes code, but they build ceilings upon ceilings and add-ons, and there's a million void spaces. So I think that fire came in about 4:30 in the afternoon, and we got called back about 7 p.m. and I think they were there until about 6 in the morning. And it just, I mean, there was 4 million gallons of water put on that fire, and it just did not want to go anywhere.
Is this Burnco or Marshall?
No, that's the Lowwood fire a couple weeks ago, or the Hodges Bend fire.
Oh, yeah. Is that a
Who's the-
straight stream? Looks like a light.
Yeah, we had the, it does look kind of like a laser. I was shooting it with a laser.
Yeah. The lights are bouncing
Shoot
off the water.
the
That's pretty
laser.
cool.
Yeah. We were taking it out with the
The
laser.
lightsaber out.
I was going to say the lightsaber from Star Wars.
Yeah.
You all talk about modifications. I'm sure Ray and Coobs could talk about modifications to New York City buildings or dime a dozen.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
inverted roofs.
I mean that's what got the guys in the Black Sunday fire.
I was just thinking that. You took it right out of my head.
Well, that's what that Marshall fire was that my husband and I were both on. It was the same thing, the building next to that brewery. So the Marshall is a big time local craft brewery. The building next to it is what actually caught on fire. And it was like a paper storage place, but it was the same thing with that, like layers and layers and layers. And they were trying to warm up their frozen pipes with heaters and kind of just left them. And it was just like, it just was not going to go out. And we did everything we could to save that brewery. We ended up keeping it from burning.
I was going to say, you didn't lose any beer, did you? That would be terrible.
Actually, they donated one of their beers to Tulsa Fire shortly after that because we kept their place from burning down.
Going to get the papers.
Hey, isn't that comedy, Tulsa Fire?
No, Tacoma Fire.
Oh, Tacoma.
Yeah, that's my buddy Bill Heffernan, who was on the show.
Sorry.
Rescue 911 or Rescue, what was it, Alexa? They did. So we have like TPD, Tulsa Fire, or Tulsa PD. Does,
what, 2 years ago?
Like First 48 is big,
yeah.
Tulsa Fire. And then they did like a Rescue Tulsa deal where they had some fire stuff. But
they would jump on the trucks randomly with us with their cameras.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
I know some crazy guy was going to do that in the rescues in like Newark. And
somewhere, you should try to make a road trip out by them.
Yeah,
add that to your arsenal.
Far, maybe. Once I get the other one off the ground,
you have the money and you're retired.
Yeah, man.
You could do
I had your money, I'd burn mine to watch the smoke.
The paycheck, bro. It's tough making it by. I got 4 kids, for Christ's sake.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's true. That'll do it.
That'll do it. All right, got one more segment.
How's that, Ray? You taught me well, right?
Yeah. You're a good kid.
Thank you. I learned everything from that man.
All right, I got these a couple of pictures for your for this. We'll talk about. We'll breeze through them. Here we go. Is the first one.
Yeah, so
those are cool.
This year, yeah, we did a bunch of side by side pictures.
Very nice.
Who's that?
That is Angie.
Casey, right?
Casey. Next one's Angie.
Angie. That's me.
Very cool.
That's Jenny. She's one of our. She's been in the calendar every year. She's
Jenny.
Yeah.
Me and Jenny was like peas and carrots.
We're thankful for Jenny.
All right. So what we're up to now is your
fire camp.
Your fire camp.
Explain to us, Lucy, about this fire camp.
Yeah. So Tulsa Camp Fierce has been around. This was the 10th year. This is the 3rd year we've done a 2-day camp. So it's kind of just been taken over by the females on the department. They started it 10 years ago, and it's been, every female will kind of run it for a couple years, and then they pass it on to somebody else. So Alexa and I took it over with our nonprofit last year. So this was the 2nd year that we did it, and it was just a couple weeks ago, and we get volunteer female firefighters from all over the area that come out. It's a 2-day camp. It's 30 females, ages 15 and up. They come out, and they get fitted for bunker gear. They do search and rescue drills. They get to climb the aerial. They do vehicle extrication, all kinds of stuff. They get to play with water. They get to throw hose. They do entrapment drills. So it's a really cool experience for them. And we hire at 18 now at Tulsa. We just dropped that from 21 a couple of years ago. So a lot of these girls are actually looking into getting on the fire service. So they do this camp to kind of see if it's something that they think they can do. And we have a lot of firemen, their kids come out and do it. So my daughter and my 2 nieces did it this year also.
I have that picture for you as well.
And Emma, they told me to give them a shout out.
Yeah, they are.
Very nice.
One closest to me, she's 19, and then the other 2 are my nieces. So
give us names. What are the names? Throw them out there.
So we have Emma, and Kenna is in the middle, and then Michaela.
There we go. Beautiful.
Michaela.
Yep.
Mama.
Nice.
So I got to. They're wearing some of my gear, so pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I got to say that might be the best thing I've ever heard that somebody gives their time to, because you're taking these kids at such a young age and planting that seed, because it really is a calling, and it's not a job. It's something that they take with the rest of their lives. It's a love, and to maybe plant that at such a young age is unbelievable. That might be the best thing.
It's cool because if they come in thinking that fire is going to be something that they want to do, and then, they put a mask on, go on there, and they're freaked out. Usually day 2, we have Tulsa Police, we have our sheriff's office, we have dispatch, we have IMSA, we have, a little bit of everyone come out and talk to them. So if it's something else that they might be interested, they're able to get the contacts and see what kind of other camps are out there or who to make connections with to go in. And we have Tulsa Tech. We have some other programs where they let the kids 18 and up get involved in that hiring process.
They get their Fire One and they can get all that kind of stuff handled. And it's a cool opportunity too. Like for Angie, this is her first year of being a part of our nonprofit. So, like I said before, there's not very many females in the fire service, so we don't really get to work very often together. So to bring 30 female volunteers in for a weekend and for us to be able to see how young the girls are that are actually interested in being firemen now, like it's super cool because I was 32 and it had never crossed my mind. Nobody had ever brought it up to me. So seeing that many young girls that are interested in it now, and very capable of doing it, for us as volunteers and instructors to be able to show them what we know, it's just as rewarding for us as it is for them.
Oh yeah.
We've had 4 go through the camp that have been hired on with Tulsa, and 6, 2 more other ladies who have been hired on with other departments.
Yep.
Since our
That's
camp,
great.
so it's been pretty neat.
Hey, listen, I've seen grown men freak out when they put a mask on and get
in
probie school. Throwing stuff around.
Well, we have several that are scared of heights. So. We're talking about you, Dylan.
Well, I wasn't going to throw names out there, but she's going to throw names out there. That's fine.
Nice. That's one thing I'd have to overcome. I'm not a heights guy, but you have to be in a job like that.
Well, my husband.
I hated heights, and when I went to probie school, I just asked if I could go first because you'd be sitting there on the ladder waiting to go. So I went first, and the same thing, right? When we went to special operations to SOC, we had to do that rappel from the
station Con Edge, 300 feet high. We did a rappel.
Yeah,
and it took forever. Once it was going down, you actually had to feed the rope.
Yeah,
because it was self-binding.
So if you want something bad enough, you got to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a cool thing about camp too. Like, my daughter knows it. She's 19. This is not anything that she ever wants to do, but she does it because she thinks it's awesome that I'm a fireman, and it's cool for us to spend the weekend together. But she cries every time, during the entrapment thing. They have a whole obstacle course. We black their masks out, and they fall through the floor. Like they get stuck by different ropes and stuff on their air packs, and we see these young girls that are 15 and 16 that are in tears, but literally working themselves. We're talking them through it. We're helping them get there, and they're panicked, but they get through it. Like it's impressive.
Well, you've heard young ladies scream.
Yeah.
So that way, if Mike comes out, it won't startle you if he screams like a girl.
Right. I do have to say though, I feel like more men get freaked out than the women do.
Ray, did you notice the setup there, Ray? Did you notice the setup on that one, bro?
You lobbed that right up.
You taught me well, bro. You did.
I think it's really interesting how you say you're a fireman, where everybody's so PC and they got to say firefighter. I was hired as a fireman when I got on the FTNY, and then they changed it to firefighter. It's funny how that has gone away.
Yeah, I have my father's probie shield from 1960. It says fireman, and mine from 1994. It says firefighter.
Well, and I think that's interesting to me too. Like I know, we'll go on calls and people are like, "Oh, cool, thank you guys." Girls. People, what do we call you? And I'm like, guys. I don't care. Like, you're not gonna offend me. I feel like it's just another term. Like, hey, dude. I say that to my daughter. Bro. I say it to my son. Yeah, bro. Like,
bro. I was gonna say the amount of times I call my older sister bro when I'm telling the story.
Well, however many times my daughter says that to me.
Yeah, my daughter calls me bro.
Hey guys.
You mean dad? Yeah. Okay, bro.
People get
we're all the same.
Hey guys. Anymore.
Right.
Oh man.
How's the kitchen table there? Does it ever get to the point where somebody crosses the line, or you just?
Well, I feel like if we don't cross the line, something's off.
Dude, I love this girl. She's.
And my station's big, so at shift change, there's potentially 21 of us around the table.
So you're right in there, lobbing them in.
Oh, what target?
Yeah. I ask a lot. I tend to lock a lot of guys up.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my god, this is an HR nightmare." But
HR. What was that? Was that a tax guy? HR block or something?
Yeah, they do taxes. That's what they less fun.
Yeah.
Fabulous. There was a question from Jose in the chat. Does Angie, do you have any family in Florida on the job, or is because he had somebody with the same last name, and he was questioning if there was any relation.
It's a crazy last name too.
No.
What's Retzloff, German?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So we have a German and an Italian. What are you, Alexa?
Irish.
I know she looks like the fucking Irish. She's got some
It's
red
like-
hair, don't you know?
All the crazy.
Oh yeah.
Is she tipping back like the Irishman is what I want to know. She have a point or two.
It's rare. We have to drag her into it.
She's the straight-laced one, right?
Yes.
Karen.
Karen.
You're not alone, Alexa. You're not alone. I'm the one that keeps the show rolling, amongst
Yeah,
these-
yeah,
these
bullshit.
knuckleheads.
Bullshit.
What you saying if you're lame?
Ah,
Don't
okay.
just hold the pat yourself in the back, Mike.
You dick.
Son of a
Alexa
bitch.
does branch out sometimes.
You wouldn't be able to tell that from her pictures because they're always
I
like,
know.
who is the
Yeah,
redhead
yeah.
in the calendar?
Smoking-
Who's the wild redhead?
Those guys.
Who's the girl who's in bed by 9? Yes, her.
8.
Yeah, dude, you know it. I'm in bed by 8 every night. My kids are like, "Where'd Dad go? Oh, he's in bed."
I can attest to that shit, man. It's like
And they'll say, "Dad," I'm
now.
like, "I'm watching TV." I'm like,
Oh yeah. My kids put me to bed, definitely.
sweet.
That's my mom.
nice.
I'm an early morning person, so I
Ah,
like
me too.
getting up at
That's
5,
awesome, Mom.
sitting in my sauna, and we go climb. My husband and I climb stairs at a downtown building almost every shift before we go to work. So Angie's the fit one.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You mentioned climb, so I had a couple of pictures left of your stair climb you do every year for 9/11.
Yeah, so that's Southwest climb. This was one from Tulsa.
Yeah, I got that one.
Well, we do quite a few of them around this area. They have, and the Tulsa Stair Climb actually donates everything from that to Hydrants of Hope also, which is really cool. Yeah, so that's a few of us doing the climb a few years ago.
Well, my knees are hurting just looking at you doing that.
My knees are hurting thinking about it.
Yeah.
I got more bulking to do.
Yeah, I would say you a couple of sandwiches. Will you?
Stair climb.
Can we send you out, Mike, out to you? Maybe bulk him up a little bit. Comes back.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike, we got to get Mike into the CrossFit.
Yeah, he needs to eat.
We'll send him to Angie to train.
I was hurt at work today.
God, let's put that website or wherever they get it. Come on, guys. Let's make a push here, will you?
We have actually, let me.
So in the 6 years that we've had the calendar, 5 technically, we've donated $85,000 to Hydrants of Hope. So huge amount, and that's all from merchandise donations. It's just a fun opportunity also. So Hydrants of Hope kind of does a really cool thing that about 4 times a year, we create an event for our cancer families. So like this Christmas, we'll have an event and we bring in Santa. We do a cookie decorating bar. We've got an ornament decorating, a DJ. We have food. We give Christmas gifts to all of the families that are battling pediatric cancer. We did an event, what was that, Alexa, 2 Aprils ago, where we ended up spending about $500 per kid, and it was about 40 kids or so. And Hydrants of Hope does all of this financially. So we took a huge bus from Tulsa Fire and went to Walmart and spent like $25,000. So we had like personal shoppers. The kids gave us their wish list, whether it was computers, video games. Some of them just wanted clothes.
Bikes, trampolines, pools. It's like a big Make-A-Wish day.
Yeah, it was awesome. And they all came out to our training center and we gave them all their gifts. The families got gift cards for Christmas to help pay bills. Hydrants of Hope will buy groceries for families. I know they filled propane tanks last year. So just
It's
lot
very
of
personal. You get to
awesome.
meet the people that the money's going to.
The hardest part about that is, though, we get really close to the kids and a lot of them pass away.
That sucks.
But in the meantime, we get to enjoy them and, have a ton of fun with them.
Yeah. Is there any way you could send a couple of loaves of bread to Mike? Maybe he can bulk up a little.
We just send him some weight gainers.
PB&J, baby.
Couple PBJs, maybe.
Well, don't do that because I'm allergic to peanuts, so you can't do that. But
Oh my
Go
God.
figure. Go figure. He's allergic to peanuts. He's that kid in school. No, Johnny, you can't have a peanut butter sandwich because Mike over here is allergic to peanuts.
I would have hated you.
no, I just can't eat it. I can smell it, but I can't eat it.
No fluffernutters for Mike Bowling.
You can smell it.
Smell it is not going to make you bigger.
They don't even know what fluffernutter is. For crying too young. What's fluff? You know what fluffernutter is?
Fluffernutter?
Yeah.
Fluffing.
Kendall, you know what fluffernutter is? You do?
Fluffernutter?
Yeah.
It's like marshmallow spread.
It's like peanut butter, but it's marshmallow spread.
Can you have almond butter?
No,
Can I have it?
It's a real thing. Fluffernutter. It's
Or
in a
almond?
jar, and
No.
it's marshmallows.
No.
It's whipped up, and you.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
my throat will close. Which it's
So
that
no,
bad.
so no nuts.
No.
No,
Sunflower
no,
seed.
no,
Sunflower seed butter.
Well,
But you know what the thing is? The thing is,
what kind of nuts are you allergic to, actually?
all of them. All of them.
In the 2 category, a little bit of never mind.
Alexis is like, this is going bad. I got to get off this show now.
It's good. Well, the funny thing, like I've said before, is I do eat a lot, but my father's side of the family.
What do you eat a lot of?
Nuts.
Rice.
I'm so sorry.
Rice and beans.
We love you, Mike.
steak.
We
Mike,
love you.
what about D's?
No, I'm not calling for that.
These nuts.
He's gonna have that surgery.
To answer
We gotta
Kendall's
be
question,
professional.
to answer Kendall's question, a
Why?
lot of-
Kendall's laughing. I'm even getting a laugh out of Alexa.
Steve
But
and Alexa are a pair. They're so like proper.
well, I get that a lot,
Right?
but no. To answer your question, of course, I do eat a lot of
You
rice,
really have to
a lot
answer
of beans, meat.
I'm
But
crying
you
over
know,
here. I'm crying.
don't gain it. Yeah, I'm a big meat guy. You know.
Yeah.
meats and
What
nuts.
is a lot?
No, just a heck of a lot of steak, chicken across multiple days. Just like I said, I got that high metabolism, so it's kind of hard to gain weight. I stick my food in the fridge and just
Lucky
eat
you.
away, but I don't gain any weight. Feed Mike is trending in the chat, by the
The
way.
meat and the nuts, bro. You'll be a fun. All right,
We've gone off the
Oh
rails.
my god! Sorry, we've got to be professional, Joe.
It went
We're
off
trying
the
to-
rails. We were doing so good there for a while with the camp and
Take it
everything, and
easy.
I had to ruin it. I'm sorry. I brought it back to the kitchen table. Ken.
Reel it in,
Sorry.
reel it in, everybody. Reel
Reel
it
it
in.
You see how
Losers.
A big meat guy.
Man,
All right, let's
Dave's
get-
tonight. Oh my god.
Any last words? Any shout outs you want to do tonight? Kendall or Angie or Alexa, besides your beautiful baby girl. You have another baby, right?
She's not quite a baby anymore, though.
How old is she?
She's about to be 13.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
She's taller than me and wears shoe size.
She wears all my clothes. Yeah,
Ooh.
she's gonna be a big kid.
Holy mackerel!
Should put a smackdown on somebody, that's for sure.
Yeah,
She
you
probably
got to
does.
worry about her. She got genes from dad, 6'5".
Yeah.
Well, how about you, Angie? Any shout outs for you?
Yeah, I have 2 kids that I'd like to shout
You
out.
do?
I do.
You're
I have
so
a,
young. 2 kids. Holy crap!
I'm 44.
Wow, good for you. You look great. All of you guys
You do.
look great.
Yeah, for sure.
would never
My
guess.
son just- Thanks.
Yeah. As God don't cut you off, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Forgive me.
Ooh, I don't talk.
Your children, their names?
Justice and Jersey.
Justice in Jersey.
How old?
21. My son is 21. And my daughter is 18.
Jeez,
Wow.
man,
Where'd you
yeah.
come up with those names?
Yeah, that was next.
You know.
Went to Newark one time and thought, hey, why not? Jersey.
Yeah, we were New York Giants fans. So that's
There you go.
Were? Did I hear that
Were,
right?
I'm saying
Were?
Yeah, divorce. I lost the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't lose much. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Good for you. And I mean, in whatever ways. Yeah. Well, my son's name is Odin, so I really can't make fun
Oh,
of
that's
him.
cool.
Odin.
How old is he?
The little guy is 11. Then I have a 12 going on 13. Then I have 2 22-year-old twins, a boy and a girl.
Wow.
My daughter is 19 and my son is almost 11. And then I have a stepdaughter that's 24. Technically, we are grandparents because she just had a baby.
Woo! What's up, Grandma?
Yeah. And then my stepson is almost 15. So
Wow. Well, you don't look like a grandma. Good for you.
thanks.
Ladies, you're great. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for doing what you do on the fire floor and all the time and hard work and sweat that you put in for all these things that you do for the community. It's I'd be surprised, but that's just what firemen do, right? They give back in ways that surprise me every time. So
We're just
that's
honored
what
you had us on.
what's that?
So we're just honored and humbled that you had us on, considering
Oh.
your last several guests have been like 30 and 40-year guys. And we're like,
Wow, that's all right. There's so many different angles to the fire service.
there is.
What you said you're going to be out in Indy?
Yes, we will be in Indianapolis. We've actually got a house rented for the week, so we will be there for the full week.
Well, come by our booth and hang out. We may or may not be drinking every day in the booth. That does happen occasionally, almost every day.
I've heard that's the case at the
Yes.
Vikings.
Oh, you did see that at the last show. That's right. I don't know how
I will not be
missed that.
getting on a scooter in Indiana.
Yes, please don't. Yeah. Well, we have a big party on the last day. We get a couple of kegs with the guy next to us, so we have raffles and we have a good time, some music.
Nice.
So come on down. And Ray, thanks for coming last minute.
I saw the phone. I saw it was you, and I said, I know where I'm going.
You know where he's going tonight, bro. Yeah. Are you going to turn out for the one last time? We're having the book signing for the They Save New York. It is on the 3rd, I think, of November. Gons, do you have that? Yep.
Oh, cool.
There it is. It's actually Saturday, November 4th.
Oh, November 4th. I'm sorry. 7 p.m. I will be out there. I don't know if Louis may or may not be there. Chief Lee will be out there. And all the guys in the book that I don't deserve to be in, but I am. So come on out and meet us, and we'll sign some books for you. And Mike, I'm working on your copy.
Get one of the books from last week's guest. I was looking at that. I was like, I need to order one of those.
Oh, I got him here. I'll send you one. Just email me your address in the where you were emailing the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I'll shoot you my address for sure. Yeah.
Yep. And good luck with that baby, young lady.
Thank you. I'll need it.
It's great meeting you guys. You do some
I need
great
some
job
sleep.
with your foundation. Good luck.
Yes, great job. Guys, get out there. Get the money out of the pocket.
Yes. Buy calendars. Buy shirts.
I'll use that's a kangaroo claw that somebody sent me. I don't know.
Oh, I wonder. It looked like a claw of some sort.
They got a so they can see our month photos.
Yeah.
You can't show it to them. They got to buy it.
Yeah, don't look at. I'll look at it for you tonight in a little while.
No teasers.
That's the claw.
Give us a teaser.
That's a claw that a guy from Australia sent me.
Is it a back scratcher?
I guess so. This is a bottle opener. Do you know what these are, though?
Yeah.
Those are real.
Those are real. Those are real. Mike, anyway.
All right. Mike, thanks for coming on and sharing your meat and nut inclination.
No problem. Great meeting you, ladies. All the best.
But before you
what do we
before
got?
you go away, we get the LODD.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, we did have a line of duty. I am very remiss, and I wrote it down.
Mr. Rodney Pitts, 31 out of Baltimore.
Yes, line of duty death down in Baltimore. So we will now ring the 5 bells out for our brother Rodney Pitts in Baltimore. Rest in peace, brother. Be careful out there. Ladies, be careful out there.
We will. Thank
Safe,
you.
be careful. Tell your husband we said hi, and hopefully these cheap bastards take out some money and they buy some calendars.
We've got our fingers crossed. It just gets better. I promise. You got to open the calendar. You got to buy it.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about sponsoring too. I'll talk to Alligator Arms. We'll see where we get going. Who knows? We have on a Thursday night Stanley Ryback. Stanley Ryback really should be back. He's a good man. He was in 170. He was in the East New York Trucking Company, and then he went to Hazmat. And then
the engine companies in Brooklyn. Then he went to the
Hazmat Trust. Yes, great guy. Yeah, Ray's freezing up again. All right, so we'll see you guys on Thursday night, ladies. Thanks for coming on, Mike, Gons. We'll see you. Until then, stay low and go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay safe, stay well, and we will see you next time.
Guys, stay on. Don't click out yet.
All right. Good night, everyone.